Right. Shalom, everyone. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Uh, there is many people in the internet, they speak about Islam. Some, they are against Islam. Some, they promote Islam. Some, they claim to be expert in Islam. Uh, some, they are making fun of it. Some are saying, I love it. Some. But how you, as a listener, you will know who is the one is presenting you the truth. In fact, many of those who, like their names appear in the internet when you type Islam, I can say they are the most ignorant, even though they might be the most popular. Actually, I will type the word Islam here in Google and let us see what will appear in YouTube. I just did, and this is the first video appear in front of me. 13 million. This guy, he have no idea what Islam is about. 13 million view. Islam explained. I don't know who is this guy. This is the ketchup boy. I don't know who is the rest. How Islam began. Red donor. I have no idea who is this guy. What is Islam and what Muslims believe? Gotaquestion.org. I don't know. This is J. Smith. All of us, we knew J. Smith. This is the bishop who make a lot of poo-poo. He have a couple of videos, they are good, but then he start being hypocrite to Islam. Who else? This is David Wood, who say Islam mean peace. Oh, sorry, Islam means submission. What an ignorant. This is Putin, who praise Islam. Muhammad is a wonderful prophet. This is Mimi Hijab, the one who rent women in the hotel. All right. This is Tawhidi, the most hypocrite taqiyya guy ever you can imagine. Very expert. Who else? This is one of those Emir Stein Center. They are a bunch of hypocrite liars. They give you false information about Islam. This is a monkey jumping, doing Sufi dance. This is, all right. This is James White, the most dummy ever. So who is the one when I really tell you what Islam is about? False information everywhere. Very disappointing. Like especially this guy, actually, James White is a very evil person. Like he try, always to present himself that he is knowledgeable, and he is just.
There is obviously almost each and every day. If you go digging around, you can find each and every day incidents of violence taking place in this world associated with Islam. You have ISIS, you have the...
Is the sound coming good? Is the sound is coming good? Do you hear him very well? Because his audio is not good for me, but I guess this is from the video. No, I'm just trying to show you examples that not everyone says to you, I'm a priest or I'm a minister of a church. You just, believe, And even supposedly he is debating Muslims, Actually, those are more dangerous than the Muslim themselves. Because those, you go to their church, if we can call it a church, you believe that they are Christians, and they poison your kids with lies. Like I can have a look what he would say now.
Wars taking place there. You have the horrific things happening in Syria. That nation has, in essence, been reduced to rubble in many places. A tremendous humanitarian disaster there. And it's very easy for us to slip into a mindset that unfortunately I have seen amongst many evangelical Christians. We don't like it. I certainly do not like it when I am thrown into one big pile with everything that calls itself Christianity. Many Muslims, for example, will try to hold me accountable for what the Pope says. And I'm like, no, no. In fact, there are many Roman Catholics today. They're like, no, no. Pope Frankie's a little bit on the odd side, and I go, no, the Pope does not speak for me. He does not represent me. I have serious theological issues with his claims to be the Vicar of Christ and the Holy Father, and using names of the Trinity for himself and things like that. And so, no, that you can't hold me accountable to that. And unfortunately, on YouTube, you'll find many Muslims who will post clips from videos that are easy to find. From the New Apostolic Reformation, or people like Benny Hinn swinging his harmonics around and knocking entire portions of the audience over, and so on and so forth, and basically warning people, don't let these Christians talk to you about the Holy Spirit, because this is what happens when they do that. And so I want to be able to differentiate myself from aberrations and falsehoods. And yet, if I'm going to ask that favor or that freedom for myself, then we have to recognize that we have to extend that same grace and that same freedom to the Muslim individual who says, no, wait a minute, ISIS does not represent me. I'm not hiding an AK-47 behind my back. I have no interest in
So look at this false introduction. You see, don't put me with those names like with the Pope. I disagree with him. But this is a very false, stupid argument. Because when you claim that the Muslim, they have the same situation, that the Muslim says, I don't have AK-47 to shoot you. I am not ISIS. I don't believe in what they believe. That's a lie. Because a Muslim is someone who believes in the Quran. So your disagreement with the Pope is not about being love your enemy. It's about the Pope calling himself the Holy Father. There's a huge difference between this and this. You're just a stupid idiot deceiving the Christians, saying to them that Muslims, they say, we don't agree with ISIS. But can the Muslim say we don't agree with Jesus? Jesus the Muslim? No. Can they say we don't agree with Muhammad the Muslim? No. So do the Muslims agree with Jesus the Muslims and Muhammad the Muslim? Yes. Then Muhammad the Muslim is a terrorist. Do you see how stupid you are? So he presents you an idea that, not all Christians are the same. We have different theology problems. We disagree with the Pope. But this is not have to do with the story. When a Muslim says, I don't agree with ISIS, he is lying to you. He is ISIS. In fact, what ISIS means, Islamic State. Any Muslim ask him, do you want Islamic State? You say yes. This is what ISIS means. Like, what the thing a Muslim, he don't agree with ISIS? Killing? Did their prophet kill people, rape people, kidnap people? Yes. So he is poisoning your kids, and then you will find somebody like this guy here in the chat saying to you, if every Christian was like James White, the word would be peaceful word. How you promote peace? By lying? By telling Christians go sleep? Muslims don't believe in ISIS and they are not believing in jihad to kill you? By lying to them? This guy actually, he threatened me to tell the Muslims who I am. Go check the video. It's very peaceful. This wicked man, he threatened to tell, you don't know who I am, by the way. I never met him, I never saw him, but he's a piece of shit. But this is what kind of a so-called Christian he is. Lying to you, saying, you cannot put the Muslims, all of them, in one place. Hold on. The Muslim is someone follow Muhammad, correct? Okay. So I can say KKK does not present Christianity. Why? Because they are not following Jesus. But can I really say that ISIS don't present Islam when the fact they are following Muhammad? Like, name one thing for me Muhammad did, ISIS did not do, or vice versa. From kidnapping to killing to raping to enslaving. And then you will find others who lie to you by their ignorance, maybe, like David would, and he keeps saying Islam means submission, which is a very dangerous statement to say. Islam means submission. Submission is not bad. If Islam means submission, that's not bad. That's why you see more people start using this title submission to defend Islam, like Tucker Carlson. Because submission actually is mentioned in the Bible, in the book of James. You submit yourself to God. But nowhere in the Quran the word submission is mentioned. So suddenly every one of them became expert when they are all ignorant. And when a Muslim, he asked David Wood, do the Bible agree with confirm the Bible? He said no. Well, the Bible does not confirm the Bible. They are ignorant in the Bible, they are ignorant in Islam, but they are the expert, supposedly. And then here you find this guy, he want to teach you about Muslims. Okay, what the Muslim do? The Muslim, they are so clean. You see, those are the expert, the famous, the popular, the most popular. Tell us about Muslims.
If a disease comes through and it comes.
Hold on.
That Muslims, part of the rituals of being a Muslim is you're cleaning your hands and your feet, your ears and your nose, and there's an ablution, whatever the word is, where there's a cleansing daily.
Wow.
Daily.
Wow.
But just think about this. Back then, nobody's showering every day.
Nobody showering every day. You see, the stupid donkey, the Roman, they have bathroom 25 centuries before Jesus. They have public shower room, not only showers, only for the rich. They have public shower room 25 centuries before Jesus. And according to this idiot, at that time, nobody shower. And supposedly this guy is a scientist, yes. But just to show you how donkey he is. There's a huge difference between ritual, cleaning, and cleaning. Ritual cleaning does not clean you. This is why it's called ritual. You're an idiot. You're a donkey. The Muslims, they don't wash their hands. They wipe. There's a huge difference. They don't wash their ears. They don't wash their nose. They don't wash their head. They wipe their hand. They wipe their feet. This is not washing. This is why shower is not considered to be ablution. You are a donkey. But how Muslims anyway, they clean themselves? How? We are suffering from too many experts. This is how Muhammad and the Muslim, they wash. Remember, he is telling you that disease cannot spread if we practice what the Muslim, they practice.
Nobody. Point is, if a disease comes through and it comes from contact or some other thing because you're dirty, you get sick and the Muslims don't.
Huh? You get sick and the Muslim don't? We will see if it's true or not. This is how Muhammad, he shower or he do ablution. Just to show you that you are an idiot. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri said, some people ask the Messenger of Allah, whether they might perform ablution out of the well of bid'ah. What is the well of bid'ah? Is a dry well, but they contain water from rain or from sewage. Like, in the old days, there's no sewage. So they have like a little tunnel, they dig it next to the door, they make a street, and then next to the door, from the both sides of the street, they have like a little tunnel where dirty water go from the house. Women, they do dishes behind the door exactly. Behind the door exactly. Under the door, there's a hole. That hole will lead to that tunnel. Then the water will run down all the way to the down point of whatever town, in the town. And that is bi'r bid'ah. So there's water in it, but this water is dirty, not for drinking. This is why it is a water where menstrual, clothes, and dead dogs and the stinking things were thrown in. This is not a well where water keep coming. It's not a spring of water. It's not for drinking. This is not even a well. It used to be a well one day. So Muhammad he said to them, water is pure and not defiled by anything. So do this idiot knew what he's talking about? So he is making a big stupid mistake thinking that when the Muslim they do ablution, this is a cleaning. In fact, if we go right now and see the ritual washing of the Jews, you will find that the Jews, they do ritual washing before anything. The Jew, if he go for a walk, just a walk, he have to do wash. It's considered as a ritual wash. Before eating, after eating, before sex, after sex, anything. But as you see Muhammad, he is spreading diseases. So now we go and wash ourselves with water, have dead dogs, and women blood from period. Whatever bacteria come with it, whatever viruses, and imagine dead animals. And stinking things. It's not just garbage, it is stinking. It's in the process of decomposed. The scientific method of Muhammad, that water is always pure and nothing make it impure. If we take this sentence here and we post it in the hadith, we will see how stupid this guy who he claimed to be scientist. This is why if you speak out of your field, you will be flying in the space, Mr. Scientist Donkey. You might have knowledge in different things, but don't step in something you do not know. Otherwise, you will step into poo-poo. You and the rest of you. All of you are the same, a bunch of garbage. Water is always pure and nothing make it impure. So if you piss in it, it is pure. If you shit in it, it is pure. Is that true? No. This is why the Bible advises you, if you want to clean yourself, especially injury, you clean yourself with running water. Running water, not just water. And as you see Muhammad here, advising people something will destroy them. Dead dogs, women of blood, garbage. And he himself was the first. In fact, they are asking him because they saw him doing that. All right? You are a professional liar. Why don't you examine the context? Okay, do you want to call me Mr. Ari and examine the context? Guys, this guy, he want to examine the context. I like it. Do you like me to open for you Discord so you can call me and examine the context? But examine the context, you donkey. Dead dogs, women of blood from period, and stinking garbage. This is the context. Christian Prince, you are a professional liar. Why you don't examine the context, Christian Prince? Like, Abdul, what's up? What's up? Examine it. You want to take a test? You want to take a slip of water from this water of dead dogs? You know, it's in front of you. Why don't examine? I love the Chinese when they say he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. I learned this since I was a kid. I was reading a book, uh, and this sentence stuck in my head. He left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. Whoever said that, that was absolutely true. So you are the donkey who claimed to be a horse. It is water have dead dogs. And women, not women panties. No, no, you wish. It's women menstrual. You know, in the old days, women, not like now, you can go and use some stuff for their menstruation. They used to use a rag, like a diaper. And when this piece of fabric is not usable no more, they, they throw it. They throw it in this water. And this guy is saying, take it out of context. Not only that, the wisdom of Muhammad, uh, he said that disease did not spread by touching. Like we heard this guy who came to be scientist, right? That if you touch somebody, he is sick. Did you say that? According to Muhammad, this is not true. Disease does not spread. Look what he said. This is authentic. The Prophet said there's no hama, no infection, no evil omen. What does that mean? Muhammad, I don't know why even translating in such a way. I mean, this is stupid. So there is no infection spread from person to person. This does not exist. Do you see? This is the wisdom of Muhammad. And the one who taught him that is Allah. So according to Muhammad, disease doesn't spread by touching each other or by associating with someone is sick. Read it. All of this is authentic. And look at the translation. La adwa, they translate as adwa. Is that translation, Abdul? Who's the donkey who made the translation? La adwa. You see, la adwa mean no transmitted disease. Disease does not transmit. It's a lie. All right? This is what he's saying. So this guy, when he say, Muhammad, he did that, Muhammad did this, the Muslim did the ritual, Muhammad is copying the Sabian. This has nothing to do with the cleaning your donkey. And this is why, like when he said that you get sick, the Muslim don't get sick, the Muslim, they were infected by the plague. Actually, there's a video of this idiot, James White. He says Muslims did not get infected with the plague, like what happened in Europe. This donkey did not know that the population of the Arab was so down because of that, because they are the lowest in cleansing. As an example, we find here in the time of Muhammad that people, they were dying by waves from diseases, and obviously those are plague and something very bad. Once I went to Medina, where was an outbreak of a disease, and the people were dying rapidly. So this donkey, when he say, the Muslim, you get sick, you don't get sick. Are you sure? They were dying rapidly. From what? Funeral after funeral. It's an outbreak of a disease. Well, they are doing the ritual you are talking about. Do you see how stupid those people? Those are the one you put them in a TV, the one you listen to them are your donkeys. And you have to be a donkey to believe what they say. Seriously. And you know, I do not need to prove to you anything. I never show anything except proofs and reference. I don't make things up. You don't see me in camera, you see reference. In fact, I'm the only one ever you saw who show nothing but reference. And then people, they start trying to copy me. But they always fail. They defend Islam to appear wise. Yeah, to make themselves like they're being fair. Like this guy, James White, he want to present himself that he is, you know, he's a wise man, you know, but he is lying to the Christians. And that is very dangerous because he is presenting Islam in the wrong way, saying Islam and ISIS is not the same. But we know that ISIS, they are the true Muslims. It's like saying the disciple of Jesus is not following Jesus. That would be stupid to say. When Muhammad, he says, I was victorious by terror, was he ISIS? Yes, he's the founder of ISIS. I was victorious by terror, not by love, you know. I was victorious by نصرت بالرعب. And this is very authentic. And the word terror mentioned in the Quran many times. But yet, an idiot like this guy will say to you, we should not put all the Muslims in one basket. No, I should. Because when I say a Christian, I am assuming that he is following Jesus. If he's not following Jesus, he's not a Muslim, but not Christian. As simple as that. We give the title not for someone wearing a cross and he's a pimp. Not for someone is a whore and wearing a cross. A Christian person is someone following Christ. He's following it. Literally. Not wearing a cross. Not because his name is George or John. Same for Muhammad. A Muslim is the one who follows Muhammad. If he say to you, I don't believe in terrorism, well, then why you call him Muslims? Why he call himself Muslim? Then he have to strip himself from the title. But we know Muslims, they lie. But he will not tell those people, this is James White, that the Muslims, they are allowed to swear and take an oath lying to you about what Islam is about. And I am here as a James White or this guy, Neil, whatever his name, to lie to you too. And then you have to agree that I am the expert. Right? Thanks, CP. Appreciate your knowledge. Always keep it up. Thank you. So, which one we will believe? We believe our eyes and reference and what Muhammad did according to Muslims and what Muhammad taught. What about Muhammad if in all his wives, excuse my language, without washing? Do that spread disease? Is that hygiene? Look at this. Muhammad, if his wives, and according to Muslim, he have at that time 13. In without washing. He wash at the end. Do you see how clean Muhammad is? What about food? Look how Muhammad teach you about food. If if a fly fail in your soup, dig it, and drink it. This is the scientist. What is the scientist? I mean, where did this donkey is coming from? The Muslims are clean. Seriously. If a fly fail into your drink, dip it into it, then you throw it away, brother. For one of the wings, brother, it's a disease, and the other one is a cure, brother. Says, hold on, let me. Here, Google. My friend, a fly fell down in his soup. His name is Muhammad. It fell down in his soup, so he did dig the fly inside the soup 3 times, and then he throw it away. He said this is more healthy because the fly wings have disease in the right wing and a cure in the left wing. Do you agree with that?
Practice is based on a specific religious tradition rather than modern medical science. Scientific research does not support the idea that a fly's wings contain a localized cure that neutralizes the pathogens it carries. Houseflies are known to carry various bacteria and viruses on their legs and bodies. To ensure food safety, it is generally recommended to discard any food or drink that a fly has landed in to avoid the risk of illness. Would you like tips on how to keep flies away?
What if the fly from a good family? Maybe it's clean.
Scientifically, no fly is clean or from a good family in a way that makes it safe for food. Because flies feed on decaying organic matter, manure, and trash, they naturally carry over 100 different pathogens, including.
What if this fly, like from a royal family?
Even a fly from a royal family carries the same bacteria and pathogens as any other fly. Insects do not have social classes or hygiene standards that change their biology. They all land on waste and decaying matter.
What if this fly should do a pollution?
If a fly, regardless of any perceived status, falls into food, it causes bacterial contamination. Flies carry pathogens like E. coli and salmonella on their bodies.
What if she is married fly, not a single? Maybe single is dirty.
All flies are biologically the same when it comes to hygiene. Whether a fly is married or single has no impact on the bacteria, viruses, and
Even if the fly is a Democrat?
Political affiliation does not change biology. A fly's physical structure and behavior remain the same regardless of any human labels.
What if the fly live in Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is a clean country.
Regardless of the country's cleanliness, all flies carry bacteria like salmonella and E. coli because they naturally feed on waste and decaying matter. Even in a clean environment, a fly's biology remains the same, making any food it touches unsafe to eat. Would you like to know how to identify signs of food contamination?
So if a fly touches the food, we should not make the fly push it inside the food and wash it with our food and then drink the food. This is not healthy. Is it dangerous?
Pushing a fly into your food is dangerous and unsanitary. This action actually helps spread more bacteria, viruses, and parasites from the fly's body directly into what you are about to eat. Since flies feed on waste and decaying matter, they carry pathogens like salmonella and E. coli that cannot be washed away by the food itself. To prevent food poisoning, you should discard any contaminated food immediately. Would you like to know the common symptoms of illness caused by flies?
But now what I will say to my friend Muhammad, who he believed that if he pushed the fly inside the soup, is going to make him healthy and the food more tasty.
gently explain that while he is following a traditional belief, modern medicine shows that flies carry harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli that cannot be neutralized by their wings. Submerging the fly actually spreads these germs further into the soup, making it unsafe to eat. To help your friend stay healthy, you might suggest that bacteria are invisible and don't care about a fly's status or origin. The safest move is to discard the soup to avoid food poisoning. True health comes from avoiding known sources of infection. Would you like me to...
So you see, guys, here we go. I tried everything. I tried. I'm trying to defend Muhammad. I told the AI, this fly from a good family. She is married. Still doesn't matter. From Saudi Arabia, it doesn't matter. Maybe she washed herself. It doesn't matter. As you see, and then this idiot, who he claimed to be a scientist, he is telling us that the Muslims, they avoid diseases by doing those rituals. When the fact that the Muslims, they are the shortest in age. Do you know that? If you go check how long they live, you will see how much they are clean. If the Muslims, they are really enjoying health advices because of Islam, so why they don't live long? That's a good question, isn't it? Forget about jihad and, when Muhammad, he have sex with all those wives without washing, isn't it this is a pig's behavior? So if one of the women, she have a sexual disease, he will transmit the disease to everybody. In fact, Muhammad, all his wives, they have a sexual disease, and we can prove it so easy. If I type here the word yellowish, look what we will find. Uh-oh. The Muslim women, they have yellowish discharge. Do you see it? The wives of Muhammad, they have yellowish discharge. That is a clear indication of transmitted disease. Right? Yusuf, my friend, I like what you are saying. You are very smart. Your prophet, he died. Your prophet, he used to faint every 2 seconds. You tell me in Saudi Arabia there's a guy 121 years. What are you talking about in Saudi Arabia? Huh? You are just a little boy? Okay, what about you call me? Let's see who is the boy here. Do you like to call me? Even though I'm not planning to stay long, but I can take you for a snack. Do you want to call me Mr. Yusuf? In fact, you Muslims are a bunch of dummy. Your name is Yusuf, but you do not know what Yusuf means. You stole it from the Jews. You're a bunch of thieves. Even your name is a theft. Do you know what your name means? You don't. So guys, look what this Yusuf is saying. A man in Saudi Arabia lived till 121, which disapproved the Bible. Just to show you how stupid you are. You are saying to me that if somebody live 121, disapprove the Bible? What if I show you that what your Quran says about age? And what your prophet says about age? So we can laugh. You want to discuss it? Potato. Secondly, in Saudi Arabia, people live 121. They don't even know the day they are born. Since when those Saudi in the old days, they have a date of birth? Potato. Hey, Google. Why people in Saudi Arabia, they don't live long? And which countries are the most living people as age?
Actually, people in Saudi Arabia are living much longer than the life expectancy has jumped from about 48 years in 1965, roughly 79.4 years in 2026,
Hold on.
which is higher than the global average.
Guys, did you hear? It jumped. It jumped. It was what? 48 years, thanks to the oil and doctors of the West and surgeries. So it was what? It was 48 years, and now they are living up to 79. Continue.
The main health challenges that prevent it from being even higher include cardiovascular disease, heart disease, and stroke are the leading causes of death. Lifestyle factors, high rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and tobacco use. Road safety. Traffic accidents remain a significant cause of premature death. Longest living countries, 2026. Rank. Country. Average life expectancy. 1. Monaco, 86.7 years. 2. San Marino, 86.0 years. 3. Hong Kong, 85.9 years. 4. Japan, 85.1 years. 5. South Korea, 84.6 years.
None of
These
them
nations share high quality universal health care, low obesity rates.
See? They used to live up to 48 years old. You know, actually, your prophet was a fainty guy. He faint every 2 seconds. If I type here faint, look at this. I will type it in English. What we will find? Prophet fainted. Prophet, are you awake? Fainted. Like he's like the electricity in Islamic countries, like like Christmas light. The Messenger of Allah fainted when he was sick, and then he wake up and has time to pray and come, and he says, "I had Bilal go to the adhan, I tell Abu Bakr to read the prayer," and then he fainted. Like he say one sentence, and then he go and he faint again, and he wake up, has the time for prayer come. Tell Bilal to go for adhan, and then he fainted. I mean, your prophet is fainting guy. Hey Google, what is the oldest man ever in Saudi Arabia?
Nasser bin Radan al-Rashid al-Wada'i is recognized as the oldest man in Saudi Arabia. Reports indicate he lived to be 142 years old and was known for his long life, marrying at 110 and having a large family.
Passed away at the age of 142. That's a big fat lie. 142. Hold on. He passed away at the age of 142. Is that a true information? Why they report it? No, I want to know how truthful this information is. There's a claim with this skepticism, So it's a post in the internet false. Oh boy. So it's a false news, right? I said false news, not Fox News. I said false, it says Fox. I said the age you gave 142 is a false, is not correct. Okay, when we can play the sound? It says you are right. Why is not talking? What is the audio? No audio. Yeah, you see, it says, correct, you are right to be skeptical about the age of 142, blah, 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 blah. and verify the claim that local lack of official scientific documentary. Yeah, this is absolutely false. I got busted? Really? So as you see, #1 countries in the world are all of them 5 countries, none of them is Muslim. And the Muslim, they post, just to show you how much verified the Muslims claim. As an example, if I type in Google, the grave or the tomb of Adam, the tomb of Adam, this is how much truthful Muslims are. They are mentally ill, like their prophet. This is the grave of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Now, why it is so long? Because Muhammad, he says Adam was 6th floor high or tall. But you will find that Adam, his grave is here too. A different place. And look how tall it is. The same guy. Are we done? No. This is the tomb of Adam too. Are we done? No. This is the tomb of Adam too. Look, he looked like a macaroni. Hey, Yusuf, you got me busted, right? Can we open the tomb? So there is 100 of tomb for Adam, and all of them, they are so long. Why? Because Muhammad, he says that Adam was more than 6, 7 floor. Which one? Look like Adam was dying everywhere, you know. Yeah, Adam, which one is you? I'm everywhere. And is it true that really human being was tall like this? And then he shrunk? That's scientifically proven to be true. Like, do we have his bones there? What about we open this stupid empty grave, you Muslim sandwich, just to make money? They build a tomb. They tell them this is the tomb of this guy or that guy, and people, they give donation. It's a scam. You Islam, you Muslims are a bunch of scams. The same as Ramadan. Donate, brother. Donate. The people of Gaza, and they take the money to build with it villas and live, you know. Brother, they show you AI video of a girl. She is crying. She needs food. Go to Gaza. They are dancing in the street. They are not crying. They have food and they are fine. Hey, brothers, sisters, it's Ramadan. Donate for us. Scammers. Like you're a prophet, right? And what about the grave of who? I mean, they have a grave for everybody. The second of Adam. Hold on. Even they found the underwear of Adam. Do you know that? Look. This is the grave of Habil, the son of Adam. Like, why is small? I mean, he is like a few meters tall only. So what happened? His father was like a macaroni. His son is like a spoon. You Muslims have the grave of Habil, the son of Adam. It's verified information, brother. Verified, you know. Lord have mercy. We go back to the hygiene of the Muslims. How to clean your hand after eating. Let us see how Muhammad advised the Muslims. Okay, come on. What's wrong with this page? Not frozen. Look how Muhammad advised the hygiene for the Muslims. Ibn Abbas reported that the Prophet is saying, when one of you eats, he must not wipe his hand till he lick it or give it to someone to lick it. Someone to lick it? What about sexual? Like we mentioned, he f all his wives by one wash. What about other stuff? Huh? Using a dead dog penis. You see the hygiene, or having sex with dead one. What do you think, Yusuf? Who is a Muslim willing to call me so we can read together? Who is a Muslim I will take one caller only. Who is a Muslim is willing to call me to talk about the hygiene of Muslims? Is a Muslim woman inserting a penis of a dog? Is it hygiene? Any Muslim? Is having sex with the anus of a goat, is that a hygiene? Is having sex with your dead wife is a hygiene? Who is a Muslim is willing to come and read for us? Everything with evidence. Any Muslim? Read and laugh. Hygiene people. This is why you don't dare to call me, you cowards. Is the mut'ah is a practice of hygiene. If in women every 2 minutes. 3 nights, and then 3 nights, and 3 nights. Huh? Let us see. Sex with animals. Praise be to Allah, brother. And penetration of an animal or dead body and a child that cannot bear penetration does not make the ghusl obligatory. You do not need to wash. If a dead animal or dead human being or a child who cannot bear penetration does not make washing obligatory. If he does not ejaculate, as mentioned in Munhit, but the correct opinion that if he is able to penetrate the small child in a place of intercourse does not cause her, to tear her, the meat between her vagina and her anus. Imagine, and make them one canal. Then she count as a woman that can bear intercourse. This is the faith religion. Let us see more. If a man insert his penis into a sexual organ or an anus of a corpse or an animal, or if he insert their penises, how many penises Muslims you have, each one of you? Muhammad, he have only one, his nose. Into his own anus. Hey, Yusuf, be honest with me. Have you ever entered your penis into your own anus? All is easily debunked? Hold on, what do you mean debunked? Hold on. Guys, this is all is easily debunked? How so? All Orthodox Muslim? Or this guy is a kid. When he came to me once. I told him, let us play your video and laugh at what you said. He refused. He said, I want to talk about Allah being the Father. The video is there. He said he's a prophet, is holy. I said him that the Quran says Muhammad is a sinner. He refused to read. This guy is a kid. This guy is a chat GPT. What about you bring him here right now so we can laugh? My friend, and this guy Malik, he made the scandals with them. Those people, they have sex with boys, sex with the childrens, sex in nightclub, drinking, drugs. Your dawa boy is shish kebab. ChatGPT. Here we go. Refute us. Go ahead. Those are the scholars. Those are not just kids in YouTube, you idiot. Those are your scholars. Like, who is Ibn al-Qayyim? Ibn al-Qayyim. Huh? Read the reference. Read the page number, the hadith number. Having sex with donkey, having sex with dogs, cutting a penis. You want to refute? Go ahead. Be my guest. Having sex with your mother, Abu Hanifa. With who? Your mother. You can, for sure, you can debunk. This is so easy. You effed your mother because she is the mother, She's the cow. You are a Hindu. This is your real mother. Effing your mother. There's no penalty. What about cutting the penis of a dog and use it as a sex toy? This is always a hygiene. And we can show you the reference in Arabic. Everything is in front of you. This is easy, can be debunked, brother. All right? Sex with animals is easy to be debunked, brother. Pedophilia, necrophilia. Look at this, Ibn al-Qayyim, page number 603. It was narrated by Ahmad that a man came to him, that he feared that he would ejaculate while he was fasting. Ahmad said, "What I see that he can release semen without ruining his fasting." Nice. How? He can masturbate using his hand or the hand of his wife or the hand of his slave, little girl. Whether be a girl or a boy. He can masturbate for him using her hands, and if she was an unbeliever, he can sleep with her too without releasing his semen. Hold on, is the point to ejaculate or the point not to ejaculate? Pedophiles. And then they go and they say to you, about episteme? You know episteme? Sex with animals, dead people. Huh? What do you think? Who wanna? It's easy to debunk. Bring me this potato. Bring me, I offer them actually all those kids to go to Uthman page. He is the admin to debate me. They refuse. They want to say call us so they can hang up on me. They don't want to have a debate. Cowards. Let us see. Are we done? We are not done yet. But we will show you. This is your famous guy. I'm supposed to make a short video. All right. Listen, Abdul, you can debunk for sure. Muslims can debunk anything. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy, mommy blue. Oh, mommy blue. Look, listen, 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 listen. If a woman, she have no husband, and she becomes so horny, our friends, they say, she can use a piece of leather or even vegetables or something in the shape of a penis, and she insert it, and even she can use a cucumber and what the word in English? It's like other vegetable.
If a woman is unmarried and her sexual urge becomes intense, some of our colleagues have stated that it is permissible for her to use an asterisk acronbage, a device fashioned from leather in the likeness of a phallus, which the woman inserts, or similar objects, such as cucumbers or small gourds.
uh, what about hold on, let me find you the like the cutting the penis, the of a dog, or hold on. Uh, let us see. Just to show you how faithy this cult is. This is not a religion, This is scum. Where? I'm trying to find it to you in English. That's love. I cannot find the English website, but we will. Sometime we get it right away. Sometime it takes little time. It's all right. We will. Here we go. No, this website is not opening. Let us try something else. Give me a second. The Shia library, even though the book is a Muslim book, Muslim Sunni, but they are always down. But anyway, no problem. Let us see here. This is a Muslim Sunni website. We found the reference. The hygienes of Islam. It's obvious. How Muslim women they if themselves. Read carefully. Shall we translate everything? Or we... Well, let us enter here. It's too long. Look how Muslim women, what they do to themselves and what they are allowed to do.
If a woman inserts the glands of a sleeping person, a madman, a deceased person, or a beast into herself, she must perform the ritual bath, ****. It has also been said that the sleeper must perform the ritual bath upon waking, and the madman upon regaining his sanity. I say, this point, too, may be posed as a jurisprudential riddle. The third point, which may also be inferred from his statement regarding a woman inserting the glands of a deceased person, is that the ritual bath becomes obligatory upon the deceased. This is one recognized view within the school of thought. Consequently, the washing of the deceased's body would have to be repeated. This, too, may be posed as a riddle. However, the correct position within the school of thought, as prioritized in the work Al-Furu, is that the ritual bath of the deceased is not rendered obligatory by such an act. I say, this, too, may be posed as a riddle. As for the woman, the ritual bath is indeed obligatory upon her in all three aforementioned scenarios. Furthermore, if she inserts the penis of a beast into herself, the ruling is the same as that which applies to sexual intercourse with a beast.
Hey, Yusuf, you want to call me and explain to us how Muslim women have sex with the beast? You want to debunk that, or you want to call your boy to debunk it? You are effing monkeys, Muslims? Your Muslim wives, they are effing monkeys when you go vacation? Is that right? Is a Christian Prince lying? Who want to come to the stage and get me busted? ACP, tell us more about the repeated verses in the Quran. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want to change topic, my friend. We are, as you see, we're busy. Muslim women, they are making boom boom with donkeys, you know. Their husband penis is so small. Hey, Yusuf, are you there? Who is the Muslim when, you know? Huh? You want reference? Here we go. This is a website from Qatar. Can they say this is a Christian Prince website? Can they? Tell me if the website is open. Can you open it? Were you able to open it? Let me know. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Guys, read with me. Read. This satanic, demonic cult. And then people, they go to listen to this guy, James White, and those dummies.
In Al-Hawi al-Kabir, it is stated, if one engages in sexual intercourse with a deceased person after their ritual washing, the washing must be repeated. This represents the sounder of the two scholarly views. This opinion was likewise adopted in al-Ri'ayah al-Kubra. Furthermore, in al-Mughni and al-Shar, it is affirmed. The ritual bath, is obligatory for both the active and passive partners in sexual intercourse, provided they are individuals for whom the ritual bath is prescribed, regardless of whether the penetration occurs via the front or rear orifice, and whether the partner is a human being or an animal, or is living or deceased. End of quote.
Being a human being or an animal, living or deceased. Guys, do you see it? And the potatoes are making videos about Islam hygienes. Animals or deceased. Is a Christian Prince making things up? This is the page number. This is the book name. This is your Islamic website. Huh? And I can show you the same in tons of books. This is your garbage cult. If in animals. If in dead people. This is why Muslims, when a young woman, especially young woman, if she died, if you want to really be sure she will stay in the grave, you have to send a bunch of guys from the family to guard the tomb for, like, maybe a week. They sleep there next to the tomb. Because those wicked Muslims, they will come and they will dig the grave and they will take the woman to F her. She's dead. In many Islamic countries, in Morocco and Egypt, they have big problem with those refrigerators, the freezers. They rent women, even men or boys. A person who died in accident or surgery or etc., they come to the guy who is in charge in the freezer. They give him $10 to rent the women who die or the boy who died to F him. They are animals, they are wicked, they are demonic, they are satanic. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Abdul. Here we give you reference, we give you books. This is your religion. What happened to the Muslims? They stopped. They don't want to refute me. Nobody want to refute me for me. Not even one person want to refute me. Okay, thank you, Nita. Debunking shame Islam. Yeah, Muslims can debunk Christian Prince so easy, They can, and they say to you, this is religion. And then the wicked, you see, this is why I disrespect any church. Not only disrespect, I spit on them, who say that Muhammad is Abrahamic. Any priest, anyone, Protestant, Orthodox, Catholic, it doesn't matter who say to you that Muhammad is Abrahamic, Muhammad believes in the same God, he is a piece of shit. Those are wicked. Their God is Satan. You will never hear a book speaking about how to F a watermelon. Have you? Even watermelon is not safe from their hands. From their penises. Watermelon? You cannot leave a Muhammad, he F children's. But watermelon? If a man make a hole in a watermelon or a piece of dough or leather, skin, or a statue, don't take Muslim to the museum, he would F it. and he has sex with it. How you can have sex with the watermelon? If you live in the Middle East and you see watermelon have a hole, never buy it. And even if it doesn't have a hole, they will molest it. Obviously, they are wicked. I mean, this mental illness. Then this is the same as what we have said of other type of masturbation, i.e. that is halal. That is halal, brother. The only religion who F watermelon is Muslims. Everybody in the world eat watermelon, Muslims they F it. What a wicked garbage cult, my friend. All right. All right. Thank you, my friend. CJ. What about Dorian? Muslims, are you going to F cactus? Oh, that would be painful. Why you don't F cactus? Seriously. That would be fun. Huh? What do you think, Muslims? I mean, why you don't try it? Try it. I mean, give it a try. Seriously. Let us see. Let us see. That's why they don't call me. They want to call others. I stay here. Nobody want to talk to me. You know, poor guy. Let us see what AI can give us. I'm asking AI to make an image to resemble the situation. I don't know if AI will accept. So we'll say this is not a proper. Okay, we have something. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I want to do some change. Let us see. Watermelon, huh? Da? You Muslims, you want to F bread? Okay. All right. AI is helping us. This is what Abdul will do when he is horny. No, not this. We want the image. Hold on. What is the image? The image. Let's put the image in the screen. So this is Abdul. Is performing sexual intercourse. He is horny. Isn't this is good? Huh? Hug it more. I wonder what's going to happen to your balls now. Oh boy. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Yeah, those are nipples, uh-huh. What a stupid cult. And then you see an edict says to you, I convert her to Islam. You must be a certified donkey. Actually, even donkeys will not convert to Islam. You know? Yeah. You will not know if it's painful or not until you try it. Try it and let me know. All right, all right. So, guys, I mean, we can show you tons of evidence about how filthy this garbage is. So, those, when they come and they give us speeches about Islam is teaching you hygienes, Islam is, a wonderful. Muslims, when they do rituals, they practice amazing stuff. This is garbage. Those people, they are just giving you their own shit. They do not know what they are talking about. And that's why I mentioned to you many names when we start talking today about people who claim that they have knowledge, but in reality, they are certified idiot. This guy, he can be knowledgeable about maybe certain field he study, but don't talk about Islam, you donkey. Obviously, you do not know nothing. There's a huge difference between ritual cleansing, and cleaning. As an example, we know that the Jews, they complain that the disciple and Jesus, they did some work without washing their hands. What they are talking about? Are they talking about why they are not cleaning themselves? They are talking about ritual cleaning. And then Jesus says to them, it's what comes from your mouth, not what goes to your mouth. So uh, people are ignorant. We showed you how Muhammad, he takes shower with dead dogs. He do ablution with dead dogs, women blood from period, stinky garbage. And tons of evidence of Muhammad teaching. He claimed that there is there's no transmitted disease. He claimed that you push the fly in your dish. I mean, we show you many evidence. Muhammad having sex with all his wives without washing. All is disgusting. How about how Muhammad uh, uh, clean his hands or dry his hands? Do you know that Muhammad was an artist? You know?